Hi, and welcome to this new video about Copilot and GitHub Copilot, where I'm not talking especially about Copilot, but I'm talking about a side tool that is Codespaces. Codespaces is a complete environment that GitHub gives you to work with, and it's based on dev container. So the idea is you have a set of files that show and that define which kind of container you want, which kind of dependent container you want. Maybe you want a container with Elasticsearch. Maybe you want a container with SQL Server or Elasticsearch or MongoDB to run your integration test. And you want some tool pre-installed. You maybe want your Visual Studio Code instance to have a set of add-in, a set of extension. And thanks to Codespaces and Dev Container, you can specify what you need to develop that particular project in some simple files. And then you can have your environment to develop recreated locally with Docker, or you can even better work with a remote instance handled by GitHub. And that is fundamentally good because you have more security because your code runs on a remote container, and your AI agent work with that remote container. So if some prompt injection comes out, it can compromise only the remote container. So it's also a small layer of security that you have on top on your normal workflow. Another advantage of using Dev Container and Codespaces is you have the very same development environment everywhere. Whichever computer you are going to work with, you simply use a Codespace and it will spin a container behind the scenes with the same operating system, same version of tool, same version of add-in in your Visual Studio Code instance. So it's extremely easy to use and it allows you to work with different machine without any problem. I can work with my workstation, open my dev container locally, or better, I can open Codespace, do some modification, then shut down my workstation, take my laptop, open my laptop, and I don't need to worry about moving, having committed code or having pushed code on a repository. I can simply open my laptop, connect to the same Codespaces, and I have the same environment, my same chat on Copilot, and I can continue work seamlessly. And that is very, very important. And especially it contains everything you need, so you can just fire your Codespace, start talking with your Codespaces AI agent, with your GitHub Copilot usually, but you can even use Cloud Code if you want. Just you can use Cloud Code extension on your Visual Studio Code instance, and you can use even Cloud Code. But if you want to use Copilot, it's integrated, and you can just open Codespaces and start talking with GitHub Copilot and have your code written. And clearly the most interesting aspect is that Codespaces only require browser, because you can open your browser, go to the GitHub, open your Codespaces, and an instance of Visual Studio Code will fire in your browser. And if this kind of development it's not perfectly good for maybe complex project, or for a project where you are on an iPad or on a tablet and you have not a keyboard to interact with the code, it becomes really productive if you work with GitHub Copilot, because you can even open your Codespaces on a browser in your iPad or in an Android tablet or in your phone, and you can simply ask something to the GitHub Copilot chat and just verify that the code output is good. Or you can simply tell, hey, write me good code, write me test for the code, and open a pull request. So you can take your phone, ask your GitHub Copilot to implement some feature, and then look at the pull request code. If everything is okay, you can verify that the code are okay, test passed. And so you can really now work with a phone or a tablet and be productive. As an example, I'm on a virtual machine where I've never worked to a specific project. I can simply Control-Shift-P and use Codespace. And I have a lot of options, but actually I want to connect to Codespace because it's a Codespace that is working. I've worked on this project on a workstation up to yesterday night, and now simply contacting GitHub, my Visual Studio Code is going to, first of all, request the authorization from GitHub to access my Codespaces. After the login procedure is okay, it shows my active workspaces, and I have this project called Alcamfer Assistant, so I can connect. And if the code space is shut down because of inactivity, usually after a certain amount of minutes, the code space got stopped, it will be restarted again. So usually you should wait for a few seconds until your workspace, until everything is up and running. And it depends on how many containers you have in your code space, in your dev container definition. Once the code space started, the very nice thing is, as you can see, I have I have a sort of tool connected, so I can create a connection and connect to maybe to my Elasticsearch. So I have an Elasticsearch container in Elasticsearch, and so as you see, I have an Elasticsearch instance. As you can see, I have test instance. I have a MongoDB instance, and everything is created thanks to my files, to my specification written in .dev container folder. I have a dev container JSON that specify that I want to use a Docker Compose file for my code space environment. I specify some feature. I specify extension on Visual Studio Code. So as an example, I have Entropy Cloud Code. I can set profile. I can set GSH as a shell, blah, blah, blah. And in my Docker Compose, I can specify that I need a dev container for Microsoft, and that is the base container that use C# and .NET 10 to develop. But then I use Mongo 6 for developing, and I use an instance of Elasticsearch 9, and that allows me to spin my code spaces and automatically have an instance of MongoDB and have an instance of Elasticsearch, okay? And that is fantastic. This is especially productive because I have my C# dev kit that helps me to develop a C# solution having an experience that is similar to the full Visual Studio instance, even if a full Visual Studio instance is still more productive than Visual Studio Code, but it is okay for me. And at the same time, I have my unit test because I'm a fan of unit testing, and it's especially important if you work with GitHub Copilot or Cloud Code that you tell your agent to create a good unit testing coverage. And that is because unit testing is an assurance that the code modified by your AI agent is conforming to some rules, some testing. And thanks to the fact that I've spin up a container with MongoDB and I contain it with Elasticsearch, I can even run integration tests that actually use the code written by the AI to connect to a real instance of MongoDB, to a real instance of Elasticsearch, allowing me to verify that the integration code is working. And I don't need to care of installing Elasticsearch or installing MongoDB, configuring anything. I have everything already configured in my environment, and I can just run test and test run. And as you can see, I have integration tests running for Elasticsearch, and these are real integration tests that runs against my local Elasticsearch container. So I'm actually verifying that the code written by the AI is okay. And it's especially useful when I need to manually modify the code because maybe I like to write code a slightly different way. So I can instruct the AI to change the code to adhere to another configure, another specification. As an example, in C#, the Elasticsearch driver can use Fluent interface or not using Fluent interface. So you can ask, hey, you used Fluent interface. I don't want to use it. Use the standard object. I can let it rewrite the whole Elasticsearch classes and then run the integration test again to verify that everything is okay. And that basically concludes this video that is not specifically tailored to GitHub Copilot, but explain which are the advantages of using Codespaces from GitHub to develop your your solution, to develop your project. And that is because you just need a browser and you have a complete environment with dependency. Everything is already set up, so you can vibe code your project with much more productivity, because you can vibe code and telling AI to write tests, to write integration tests, and they are run against real database, real dependencies. So you are pretty much sure that the code is better. I hope this video was liked to you, and I'm waiting you for the next one. Bye-bye.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.